Welcome back to the Sonoma County Fairgrounds for day 2 of the men's competition in the Northern California Regional. I'm Justin Judkins alongside Cherie Chan. The sun's out and the guns are out. I'm talking about the big guns in CrossFit, some of the biggest names. Jason Khalipa, Neil Maddox, Pat Barber. This is the 4th and final heat of event number 4. And Cherie, the anticipation has been building because these are the top athletes and they are taking on the longest workout of the weekend. There's a 25-minute time cap. Event 4 consists of 4 separate movements, 100 reps of each movement for a total of 400 reps in this workout. Now, it's the workout that most of the athletes have said that they're dreading all weekend long. They said that from the beginning. Cherie, who should we be keeping an eye on during this heat?
There was one athlete that did not say he was dreading it. He said he was looking forward to it, and he is in that heat. And that would be in lane number 3, Gabe Subry. He's like, I can't wait to get to those hundreds.
There's Neil Maddox as he's preparing mentally, making sure there's chalk on the pull-up bar so he doesn't have to take that time in transition between the wall balls and the pull-ups. Jason Khalipa coming into this event after winning the first 2 events. He actually set a world record time on Jackie, took first place there, then went to the second event, which was the overhead squats. He tied for first place with Neil Maddox in that event. So after 3 events, Jason Khalipa sitting on top of the leaderboard with 4 points.
You have to imagine that being in this heat with these guys is mentally taxing. I mean, you're next to the 2008 Games champ. He continues to place top 10 in the CrossFit Games. And this weekend, he came not just to win, but to break world records.
I love that attitude, and that is the guy we're talking about, Jason Khalipa. He's making those mental preparations right now, and he's coming in with a lot of confidence. 2 years ago, we had an event that was somewhat similar to this, at least in time duration and number of reps. And Jason Khalipa also won that event in 2011. There were 400 reps in that one as well. So he can go fast on the short ones, and he's proven that he can go fast on the long ones too.
And this is going to be 100% a mental game for these athletes today, Justin. It's going to be how much pain can they handle? Are they willing to understand what they need to do in the workout? Have they tested it? It's going to be a grueling afternoon.
The time to beat so far today was set in the last heat by Will Zerlang. Unofficial time of 25 minutes and 3 seconds, which means that with a 25-minute time cap, he had 2 reps left to complete on the snatches, and then he still had to step on the mat, which counts as 1 rep.
It shows you how time is so important if you want to finish this workout. That's only 2 snatches away.
Yeah. And the best time, we said that Jason Khalipa wants to break world records. Well, he's looking at Josh Bridges' time from last week at 21 minutes and 1 second. So he's got that in his sights, and he's heading for that. 3, 2, 1, we are underway with event number 4 of the men's competition. The athletes will do 100 wall balls. That's a 20-pound wall ball and a 10-foot target. Then they will move to the chest-to-bar pull-ups where they must complete 100 chest-to-bar pull-ups. They move forward to the mats and complete 100 one-legged squats. We're calling them pistols. They have to alternate legs. Then the final portion of the workout, 100 one-arm dumbbell snatches, which just means that they have to take that weight, which is 70 pounds, and take it from the ground to overhead in 1 movement.
The energy, the anticipation for the first movement, you know, their hearts are racing, they're excited, they're going to have to keep that under wraps so that they don't go out too fast, too quickly in this workout.
Well, and that is a danger. Now, what are the standards that the judges are looking for on the wall balls?
On the wall ball, they need to hit below the knee, and they need to hit the ball on the target. That is really all they have to worry about.
And Cherie, this has got to be probably my least favorite movement in all of CrossFit. I hate it. I detest it. And I'm not alone. So what is it about the wall balls that make it so detestable?
I 100% agree with you, Justin. It is demanding of the entire body because of its extreme range of motion, that deep squat, and then depending on your height, even jumping to get that target, it's a big metabolic tax.
So Jason Khalipa is in lane 6. You see him there in the black shorts, the blue knee pads, no shirt. Jason Khalipa in 6 at the top of the leaderboard. Right behind him, Neil Maddox, lane 7 in second place on the leaderboard. Neil is in the red shorts. We're just 2 minutes into this workout, 25-minute time cap. And these movements, Cherie, are set in a specific order for a reason. So tell me, what's the body going to go through as they advance through these 4 movements?
The wall ball is beautiful in that it's basically going to go 100 and just gas them, completely gas them so that they're out of breath for those chest to bar pull-ups. And you can assume that these guys are going to finish these 100 before the 5-minute mark. They're going to get it below that. So they're going to be, their heart's going to be pumping hard.
Now, I know several of these athletes have done these workouts before. Do they break it up by time and say, okay, by a specific time on the clock, I have to be at this point in the workout?
Well, Jason specifically told me yesterday he's done this 3 times. What a maniac. So I bet you he knows exactly how many reps he needs to do on that wall ball, how long he has to rest in between.
Okay, lane 5, Garrett Fisher has 75 reps completed. And so Garrett Fisher closing in on the final 25 reps, and then he will move on to the chest to bar pull-ups.
Garrett Fisher started CrossFit when he was 15. He's now 22. I wish I'd found CrossFit at 15.
Oh, tell me about it. I've thought that several times. Now, Cherie, this is the one workout that strategy really can make a difference between finishing the workout and under the time cap or not finishing. What are some different ways that you can attack this workout so that the workout doesn't attack you?
Probably the biggest thing you're going to see people here, and
Jason is the first one to move on from the to the pull-ups. Finish the wall balls first. Jason Khalipa moving to the chest bar pull-ups. I cut you off there, Cherie. What were you going to say?
That's okay, because that was a beautiful illustration of what I was just about to say. Jason dropped after the first 5 pull-ups. He did that intentionally because he wants to make sure he can rest and work at a certain ratio in order to be able to plow through this workout at a fast pace.
So Jason Khalipa in lane 6. Right next to him, Garrett Fisher in lane 5 is Garrett Fisher. He's in second place. This is Zambruno in lane 5, or excuse me, this is Zambruno in lane 10, and he's currently in 3rd place. Nick Zambruno in the black shirt. So Jason Khalipa, lane 6, black shorts, no shirt, with the gloves, started the chest to bar first. Right next to him, Garrett Fisher started second. Here's Neil Maddox. He came into this workout in second place on the leaderboard, and he's wearing gloves. Is this smart, Cherie?
If you can hold on to the bar like that, it is absolutely smart. If you tear your hands in this workout, you can pretty much be in pain the rest of the weekend. And they still have 3 workouts to go.
And not just 3 workouts to go, but plenty of movements left in this workout. Jason Khalipa in lane 6. Looks like he has completed 33 reps, and we just passed the 5-minute mark on the workout, so 20 minutes left. Still has a lot of work left to go, and he's wearing those gloves. Would we anticipate that he would wear those gloves the entire workout? I know we saw some of the women actually take their gloves off once they finish the chest to bar pull-ups.
You know, that's completely dependent on what makes them comfortable. Sometimes you get into a groove and you don't even feel that extra accessory. So we'll see if it makes a difference on the grip on that snatch. Maybe during a break of the pistols he'll throw them off. But don't want to waste time in the transition. You just want to get right to those pistols if he's looking for a world record.
And look at Jason. He does 3 reps and comes off the bar. However, his short rest period is part of his strategy.
Well, he's looking at the clock there, and it looks like maybe about a 5-second rest with those 3 pull-ups. Like I said, he's done this 3 times. He knows what he needs to do to move on and get a good time.
I mean, he's an experienced CrossFitter and an experienced competitor. We can expect he's obviously, there he is taking the gloves off right now. And he's got 37 pull-ups in the bank. So 63, if my math is correct, that he has left to complete. And why do you think he would switch and take those gloves off in the middle of the workout?
I'm not exactly sure why Jason would do it, but I know that wearing gloves for me can actually be harder sometimes. He's potentially not worried about his hands ripping with 63 left. So he's like, all right, it's a safe bet. I protected him. Now I'm going to get rid of him. Make it a little easier on myself.
Okay. And the clock management is important to Jason Khalipa. His strategy we've talked about, coming off the bar, taking short breaks, and then jumping back on. He told me earlier, hey, you can always do 2 or 3 more pull-ups.
Yeah, right. You can always do 2 or 3 more, right?
Easier said than done. And there's Garrett Fisher in lane number 5 as he's chipping away at his 100 pull-ups.
Garrett Fisher came in 7th last year at the 2012 NorCal Regionals, and I guarantee you he's going to be on the scene for a while. He's 22 years old.
Marcus Philly in lane 4 just finished his 64th rep.
You can tell that these athletes know that they have to chip away at this particular hundreds. This is extremely taxing mentally and physically to get through this 100 chest to bar pull-ups.
There's Marcus Philly, once again chipping away, closing in on the final number of reps on the chest to bar pull-up. Jason is past the 80 rep mark, so he has less than 20 pull-ups. He was the first athlete to the pull-up bar, and you can see competitors pouring water over themselves in the middle of the workout. The conditions are hot and dry out here today at the Sonoma County Fairgrounds. Jason Khalipa with that strategy, sticking to it. 3 reps and then a rest. We just passed the 8-minute mark. And
which
so far,
incredible.
He's been consistent and been able to stick to his game plan.
That's going to be key, but what's also key is sometimes you don't know what's going to happen out there. The environment's a little bit different. So if you do have to change your game plan, it's got to be fast. And
Ryan Hignell in the red shirt just finishes his chest to bar pull-ups. He is the first one to complete the chest to bar pull-ups and move on to the one-legged squats. Ryan Hignell
of Rim CrossFit
passed Jason Khalipa on the chest to bar pull-ups, but now Jason is done. So they start virtually at the same time on the mat with one-legged squats. These we're calling pistols. They must alternate legs. And why did Jason just receive 2 no reps?
Gonna have to watch and see if that foot was landing on the ground before the hip opened. I believe that's what's happening there. You could also tell his heels kind of coming off the ground. That makes it more difficult to kind of get that depth, so it could have also been depth. Okay,
so they did 100 wall balls right at the beginning of this workout where they actually had to squat down and then stand up straight. What effect did that play on the movement that they're doing now, which is the one-legged squats?
Well, effectively, the programming of this is beautiful because in a wall ball, you're generally going to feel, the front of your body, your quads. And in this pistol, you're going to feel the back of your body. It's going to light up your low back. It's going to light up your butt. It's going to light up your hamstring.
And Jason Khalipa was the second one finished with the chest to bar pull-ups. However, he took a short break and virtually started at the same time with Ryan Hignell on the one-legged squats. There's Ryan Hignell in the red shirt. And just, it's all about keeping a rhythm at this point. You'll see, you mentioned earlier with the pistol dance, it almost looks like they're keeping rhythm. There's Gabe Subri as he starts in on his one-legged squats. Jason has completed his first set of 20 and is working towards his 40th rep on the one-legged squats. Same with that man, Ryan Hignell. And Marcus Philly. They've all completed 20 reps. They're working on their second set of 20. Neil Maddox now joins the group, starting in on his 20th rep, starting in towards his 20th rep.
Jason has gotten several no reps on those pistols at this point. That's got to be a little bit frustrating.
Okay, he just completed the 41st rep and moved on. He's working towards his 60th rep. And it looks like Jason is in the lead at this point. But Ryan, on your screen, is trying to catch him and stay rep for rep with him. Ryan has 48 in the bank. And Marcus Philly now joins them on the 60 number. He's completed 2 reps of 20, working on his third set of 20. And it doesn't seem that those no reps are taking a toll, at least physically for Jason. But mentally, what can that do to an athlete, Cherie?
Well, what it could do and what it's doing to Jason Kalipa are two different things. I'm sure Jason's been doing this long enough. His head's in the game. He's asking the judge, what am I doing wrong? And then trying to get it the next time. However, it can be extremely frustrating. It can put you back. It can change how you address the entire workout.
And I know that all of the athletes decided to use the same strategy, at least the ones from NorCal CrossFit. And is that a good idea when you're competing with other people in the same heat, that deciding on the same strategy together?
Well, they all did the workout multiple times. So even though they had those short reps in those pull-ups, which is I believe what you're talking about there, it was smart for them because they knew it was going to be faster.
Ryan Hignell moving on now to the final number. He's working towards that 100 rep. He's past 80 reps, and he is our current leader right now. He's extended that lead over Jason Kalipa. Ryan Hignell has done 4 sets of 20, working on the last set of 20. Now, Cherie, besides the obvious taxing demand on the body, which is balance here, what other demands are placed on the body with this one-legged squat?
This pistol really tests, well, coordination, your flexibility, especially flexibility of the lower leg, as well as your stamina, because you've already done over 200 reps in other exercises to get before you have to employ your coordination.
And Ryan Hignell is our current leader at this point. He just finished his 100 one-legged squats. He's moving on to the one-arm snatches. He is our leader. We're at 13 minutes into this workout. An exciting race, Cherie, because on the pull-ups, Jason Kalipa was the first one to reach the pull-up bar. Ryan actually passed Jason on the chest to bars. They started the one-legged squats virtually at the same time. However, because Jason receiving lots of no reps, Ryan Hignell was able to pull ahead, extend his lead on the one-legged squats. Now he's the first athlete to the one-arm snatches. So and there's Jason. He now joins Ryan Hignell, but he's several reps behind.
Several reps, he's only 30 seconds behind. In this snatch portion of this, I don't think that's very far. Stamina, grit is going to come into play here. It's going to depend who's willing to hurt more is going to take over. It is still anybody's workout right here.
Jason Kalipa starting in on his one-arm snatches. He's going to take that weight in one movement. That's all the snatch is, taking a weight from ground to overhead in one movement. 70 pounds on the dumbbell. We're at the 14-minute mark in the workout, 11 minutes left, so they have plenty of time to finish this workout. Coming into today, we've only had 27 male athletes finish this workout. And Ryan Hignell is currently our leader, but Jason is trying to close that gap and catch him.
Neil and Marcus Philly and Gabe Subri just joined the snatches. And look at, Neil's going to go right into it. Not worry, not break. He's there mentally. He's like, yep, I'm just going to pick this up and put it over my head. Now it's time.
Now, I spoke to several athletes that did this workout, and they said by far and away the worst part of this workout was the snatches. And Jason pulls ahead and moves forward onto the number 40, which means that he has completed 20 reps. He's working now on his second set of 20. So Jason regained the lead. We're having these lead changes, which makes it for a very exciting race. Training partners right next to each other. Jason on the left, Neil Maddox on the right in the red shorts. And you can bet that they've competed together in their own gyms when they've practiced this workout.
It's not surprising that we're going to see some lead changes right here in the snatches. You know, they say that CrossFit makes people hard. This WOD is where that happens. Greatest adaptation in CrossFit's between the ears, and if you can hang tight mentally in this portion, you're going to do well.
All right, Jason Kalipa has regained the lead, and this is Pat Barber, no shirt and black shorts. He's in lane number 8, and he's really struggling on these one-legged squats. He's falling farther and farther behind. Now, he came into this event, I think he was in 4th place overall, and this is not what he wants to see happen in this workout.
It's also Garrett Fisher to the left of your screen, who was in 3rd place coming into this. So both of those two are going to want to bust out those snatches.
And this could definitely shake up the leaderboard. And Jason Kalipa is our current leader. He just finished his 40th snatch. starting in on his third set of 20, going ground to overhead with 70 pounds on the dumbbell. And it looks like on the right, Neil Maddox is starting to make his move. He slowed down a little bit on the one-legged squats, but he's making up ground fast on the snatches. Pat Barber now joins the rest of the group. And Pat's going to need to really just block out the pain and mentally bear down and get this done if he wants to stay at the top of the leaderboard with the other gentlemen.
Pat's known for being able to do that, and he has plenty of time to still finish this workout if he can just fight through it.
We're fast approaching the 17-minute mark. So like you said, there is plenty of time for these gentlemen to finish the workout. The time to beat for today is 25 minutes and 3 seconds, set by Will Zerlang in the last heat. Jason, though, he's got his sights set higher than just beating the top time for the day. He's looking at that world record set by Josh Bridges last week in the Southern California Regional, and Josh completed this workout in an amazing time of 22 minutes and 1 second.
We just saw Jason Khalipa move up to the next mat, which means he's starting on 61, has 39 or less reps.
And it looks like he's keeping a steady pace. He's just being consistent, but he's not taking a lot of breaks. He's going to take one step back and really minimize that break that he takes. So there's Ryan Hignell now. And Ryan, you can see the fatigue setting in on him. The look on his face says it all. However, he's trying to push through the pain. 18 minutes, he's got 7 left to complete the workout.
Justin, I did this workout just in practice to see what it felt like when we were here this weekend. And never in my life have I wanted to quit a workout. This one, it goes through your brain. You're in the middle of those snatches, and you're like, what is it that keeps these athletes going? What is it that they're fighting to get through? And you've got to really want it.
Well, and Jason Khalipa does. He's been on the podium before, taking first at the 08 Games. Wants to be back on top again. Training partners, Neil Maddox and Jason Khalipa, hands on their knees, the fatigue setting in. Mentally pushing through the pain. Jason Khalipa closing in on his 80th rep. And just plugging away, staying consistent. He finishes 80 reps. And he's on his final set of 20, completed 4 sets of 20, and on his final set of 20. He is well on pace to break the world record. This is Ryan Hignell in lane number 1, and he's really struggling, it seems like. He's now on his, working towards his 60th rep. So he started this portion of the workout in first place, quickly fell behind not only Jason Khalipa, but also Neil Maddox.
Neil just passed Ryan.
Yeah.
So Neil, I believe, is now in an unofficial second place.
And Jason is extending his lead. Clearly our leader at this point, Jason Khalipa, 08 Games champion. Closing in on the final portions of this workout, he's completed more than 80 reps.
At 19 minutes and 52 seconds, we are extremely close to that world record time. Jason said he was going to come. He's only got less than 5 reps, too. He is going to blow away that world record.
Jason is killing it at this point. He's got 1 rep left, and he steps.
Oh, he got called a no rep.
He got called back.
He's got time
final
still.
Rep, and he jumps on the mat with an unofficial time of 20 minutes, 19 seconds. Jason Khalipa came in, crushed this workout. He didn't lead start to end. He finished the chest to bar pull-ups first. He started the chest to bar pull-ups first, was passed by another athlete, and then ended up passing. Kept his cool, stuck to his game plan.
Knew the snatches were going to be that, where the rubber met the road.
And Ryan Hignell is the man that started the snatches. He's on your screen now. He started the snatches in first place, was passed by Jason, and has been passed by Neil Maddox in the red shorts as well.
we have a few, 3 athletes now that are at that 80 mark that could finish it within that 25-minute time cap. Neil is one of them. Neil's going to have to dig deep and fight. We know he has it in him. So is Gabe Subry. Gabe Subry's also up there at that 80.
And Ryan Hignell taking quite a long walk away from his weight. And Neil Maddox actually squatting down. He's already completed more than 80 reps. He's just got a few left to do, and then he'll complete his 100th rep on the one-arm snatches at 70 pounds. And he's on his last set of 20. And Neil Maddox staying strong mentally. He sees his training partner finish the workout. That can get in some people's head, but it didn't seem to affect Neil as he's just plugging away, steadily completing those one-arm snatches.
You can tell that where you are with the rest of the field here. So he knows he's still in second, and that's going to play a big role in pushing him to get through this workout.
And that's one thing I love to see. Here, Jason Khalipa has already completed the workout, goes back to the guys and cheers them on when he could be taking a big break right now. Ryan Hignell on his last set of 20, but we are running out of time. We're at 2 minutes and 22 seconds on the workout. And Neil Maddox plugging away, just about to finish his 100th rep of one-arm snatches. And there it is. That's his last rep. He steps on the mat with an unofficial time, 22 minutes and 40 seconds. So
that is
Neil
exactly
takes second.
What Neil needed to do.
Neil takes second in this workout. It's been rumored that he's been struggling with the shoulder injury. Did not seem to affect him whatsoever in this workout. Ryan Hignell, who started the one-arm snatches in first place, was passed not only by Jason Khalipa, but also by Neil Maddox. He's down to his last couple reps. And Ryan Hignell on the left finishes his 100th rep and steps on the mat in third place with an unofficial time, 23 minutes and 13 seconds. Ryan Hignell really struggled on those shoulders, on the snatches.
This is
Gabe Subry said that he likes the longer Metcons. Well, he's getting exactly what he asked for.
He was excited for this workout. Out of all 7 events, he's like, I can't wait for those hundreds.
Jason Khalipa won this event. Now he has 3 first-place finishes out of 4 events. Gabe Subry is down to his final 5 reps on his snatches. He's got 3 reps left. Gabe Subry is currently in 4th place. 1 rep left. There he is with his final rep on the one-arm snatches. Runs to the mat, unofficial time, 24 minutes and 6 seconds. So we've had several athletes finish this workout, and coming into today, very few really have.
And we have 45 seconds left with the possibility of maybe 2 more gentlemen finishing it. We'll see if they can get it in that time frame.
So that man, Jason Khalipa, already just broken 2 world records and won 3 workouts out of 4.
Well, he said he was going to.
Yeah,
Justin.
he came in to do a job, and that's exactly what he's doing here. That was a fun race, Sheree, because the lead changed several times, and I like seeing athletes establish a game plan beforehand and then stick to that game plan. And Garrett Fisher finishes under the time cap of 25 minutes. So we did have several athletes finish this workout under the time cap. Garrett Fisher barely made it to be the 5th athlete to finish this workout in the 25-minute time cap. So in 3 heats, we didn't have a single athlete complete this workout in time. And now in the last heat, we had 5 athletes do it.
That's amazing. Amazing. It's so much fun to watch them push so hard, so deep to be able to get this done in the time. The time is so close to make it happen.
And Jason did not start the last portion of the workout in first. He wasn't leading the entire time. He'd given up a lead to Ryan Hignell. Ryan started the one-arm snatches first. Jason just stayed consistent, stuck to his game plan, kept the rest periods short, and was almost in a rhythm with the one-arm snatches. Pulled ahead of Ryan to finish first not only finishing first, but also breaking a world record.
He missed his last rep and still did it.
All right, let's go to the competition floor. Angel is standing by with our winner.
You guys here with Jason Khalipa. Jason, you did it again, man. World record time.
Yeah.
Is this the time that you had been hitting? Because you did this workout about 4 times, 3 or 4.
Yeah, I hit 21:30 my first time. I hit 20:30 the next time. So I was looking for sub 20 minutes, but I got no rep credibility on the pistols because I didn't get depth. It was my fault, and so I added a couple seconds. But that was right where I wanted to be. I'm super happy with that. I'm proud of that accomplishment. I'm really happy right now.
You said you've been focusing on capacity. This workout tested some capacity. How did it feel?
Yeah, it felt good. I mean, you look at my previous CrossFit games, I normally do really well on the heavy stuff, but not as well on the, long, slow distance and other kind of stuff. So, I had some holes trying to work them, and this might be a byproduct. Who knows? I'm just doing my best.
This incredible CrossFit community, man. This whole Santa Rosa fairgrounds got behind you on that help out.
Hell yeah. They're awesome.
Give them a shout out, Santa Rosa.
Yeah, well, they're not paying attention to us anymore.
Now, man. You got a world record.
They're getting wild with me, so it was good.
Awesome. Jason, congrats, man. Good luck in the rest of the competition.
Someone I saw wrote, do I have a tongue ring? I don't have a tongue ring.
Let's see, does he?
I just have a dry mouth because I just got done working out.
And he also has a little gash on the nose, but it's not because his wife beat him up. What happened there?
I cleaned it up a little bit.
Just a little.
I hit myself with a barbell on one of my 4 attempts of Jackie.
It's all right. You broke a world record. You can get away with it.
That's right.
All right, Jason.
All right,
you guys, back to you.
Thank you, Angel. Congratulations to a tongue ringless Jason Khalipa. That will conclude our coverage of Event 4 at the Northern California Regional. You can follow the results at home on games.crossfit.com. For Cherie Chan, I'm Justin Judkins. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back for more momentarily.